Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.
You have failed, Kyle. You have failed.
All right, ready? Hola a todos, bienvenidos a CRED!
What the hell?
Hey, everybody, what is CRED? Murder Hobo Inc. It is Thursday night, every other Thursday, because this is the most reliable show on the Murder Hobo Inc. network.
Are we?
Shut up. Before...
We're the best show on the
But yes, we are the best show.
Frank is saying not even close. He's full of shit.
Jealous, yeah, obviously.
He is. He's got to be jealous.
That's why we're allowed
We're
to
the
not
best.
be the most on-time show, but we're still here because we're the best show.
Yeah.
All right, before I begin, well, go ahead and start the spiel here. Follow us on YouTube. Watch our archives on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
And any of the other sites that we happen to be
And
on.
subscribe on YouTube.
I mean, I hate Twitter.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button because it's like, oh, there's Kyle up on screen. Hit the like button. You're listening to that luxurious voice, and it is wonderful. Wow, okay, wow. Carol, you're married. Calm down. All right. Well, follow us on Twitter. You know, every other weekend we like to do an open one-shot. And guys, we're always looking for time to play a one-shot. So, you know, hit us up. That or at murderhoboinc@gmail.com. Either way. It's been a while. I've lost my, oh my goodness.
I feel like Kyle's just in loading hell.
What are you doing, right?
Frank, we need to get a spinning wheel for his image from now on.
Oh wait, for my thing because I'm loading.
Like just a little spinning wheel.
Oh, that's sad. All right, hey, buy some cool, awesome merchandise at Threadbare, Murder Hobo Inc. Threadless. Come on, look at that. I have had this sweatshirt now for over a year. I wear it often, and it's beautiful and still holding up. I can't say the same for the shirt, but the shirt looks awesome now that it's craggling and falling apart because it's like Cthulhu corrupts. An absolute Cthulhu corrupts absolutely.
You know, I almost feel like I should have kept the 3D printed octopus to show off tonight, but I didn't.
Oh,
Carol, you might want to go get it. I got a 3D printed octopus for her husband.
It's downstairs. I don't feel like getting it. Why?
It's fine.
Maybe when we're not focused on me,
it's a spinning wheel.
There you go.
Maybe you should spin it around a few times.
Get it.
It's a little stationary.
Well, I don't have a GIF.
Rumpelstiltskin. Gosh. Murder Hobo Con, February the 11th. That's Murder Shut up, DJ. Murder Hobo Con cubed. 3 times the murder, 3 times the hobo. There's plenty of games. Sign up, get up. If you want to join and make another game, you can go ahead and do that too. It's all open from here. It's awesome. And then let's talk about our lovely sponsors. Pirate Dog Dice?
Yeah.
No, okay. Threadless.
Oh, Threadless.
Pirate Dog Threadless.
Their Pirate Dog threads. It's awesome. Okay, Pirate Dog Dice, you can find them on Twitter. If you are rolling like crap, Pirate Dog Dice will make you a dog. Jesus Christ, Ernie, I can't do this. I can't do this at all.
Do you need me to take over?
No, Pirate Dog Dice, for when you roll like crap, they can make you a dice made from dog crap. They actually have the materials in home with them. It's the best dice you'll ever roll. And when you roll a natural 20, it lets off a stink that will make you think of Adventure Sense Putrid Sewers. That's right. The other sponsor of tonight is Oddfish Games, Adventure Sense, Shine Project, the How to RPG with your cat. Someone think of
I
the
can see
other.
you doing it. I can see you doing it, Ernie.
Right. All right. I'm done. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Did you do wait, you did Oddfish, right? Shine
Stay like
to
that.
the
No, Ernie, stay like that.
All right. Well, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's probably not going to work, Ernie, because you're just going to be off screen. Yeah, there you
Who's
go. You're
gonna
good like that.
Oh my God. Just no. Who's introducing themselves first? Take control, Kyle.
Ernie.
Ernie, why don't you
Ernie,
introduce yourself?
Okay,
The
I'll
floating head.
introduce myself so I stop distracting people.
That'd be nice.
I'm just making the show entertaining in my own Riley way. So I guess I should start there. I'm playing Riley. So Riley has been a warlock this entire campaign, serving Ubo Sathla, the great patron. And recently, I realized I've been losing my memories. I just kind of glossed over that, and I was obsessed with gaining more and more knowledge for my patron. And now that I got all those memories back, I've realized some of the atrocities I have done. I thought Nebby was just a mean person that needed to be murdered. But now that I have my memories back, I realize she taught me so many things about, potatoes. And we had a good relationship there, and I murdered her. And I realized that maybe serving my patron isn't the best thing. Keep in mind, I am just a 16-year-old half elf, so I am maturing a little bit. And maybe I'll be better in the future. So I'm playing Riley the Penitent now. And I'll try to make up for some of my past actions through destroying evil.
Wait.
Helping people.
Your character's a 16-year-old half elf?
Yeah.
Like a 12-year-old.
No, 16.
Because you're half
Half elf.
elf. You actually mature a little slower.
I thought I just died a little slower.
We're just gonna roll with it. You're just really young.
I'm really young. I'm 110-pound half elf, 16 years old.
See?
And,
See? 12.
Yeah. I'm tiny and weak and frail, and all I've got going for me is my charisma.
This makes a whole new image of
Too
my
bad
mind
you're
now.
not. Too bad you're not older, and I can't touch people. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a shogun and protagonist. Gotcha.
Yeah, 16 and already a murderer. So that's Riley. Anja, you're next.
Oh, I'm next. All right.
Yeah, I passed it to you.
I'm
Popcorn
curious.
time.
Let's see. Did I actually put an age down for my character? I was thinking she's like 22. So hi everyone. My name is Carol. My real name is Carol. I play Anja Yeager on this fine, awesome game. My somewhat crazy half elf, who's about 22. Half elf. Wait, I gotta look up the age. That might not be right. The half elfin ranger / barbarian, even though that's not in the placard, and I kind of missed the artwork too, Frank. As for me, I'm also a longtime gamer, occasional GM, and commissioned mini painter. I have my own stream on Twitch under Muses_Touch, and I opened up a shop on Threadless too, under Muses
Shameless
_Touch. Yes, it's got some interesting designs in there. It's got moist designs in there. You have to go see it. It said it's Muses Touch at Threadless or .Threadless. And I don't know, I think that's it for me for now. And to you, Mr. Knight.
Hello, I am DJ. I am playing Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight is only 4 years old, so I am the youngest,
He's
so
a
screw
cat.
you all.
You're a cat.
That's right.
Let's see.
Now, I
They
will
put in
say
age.
some people in the group have questioned Mr. Knight's choices, but just everyone keep in mind, he's a cat. He's far superior to everybody else. He's not wrong. Ever.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Okay, yeah, just want to make sure everyone understands that. His choices are all solid.
Maybe I'm not. Oh, I'm like trying. Now I'm like obsessed with what the hell was my age?
All right, well, go listen to some Blink 182 and then come back to us.
If you ever feel like breaking down, if you ever feel out of place.
All right, Kyle, are you actually ready?
No, I've never been ready. What are you guys talking about? All right. Last time we were kind of catching up and trying to reunite the party so that it felt so good. But we had to go through a few things first. Consequences of certain actions, like getting all the cats of Ulthar murdered enough times that a swarm of ravens has now come to the city of Ulthar, freaking out quite a lot of cats as well as the servants of the cats that are also there. Mr. Knight had to confront his detractors and convince the cats to continue their tirade against the town of Farzine, although in a newer fashion that hopefully involves less murder, less bounties on cats in the city of Farzine. Let's see, who's the next most boring one? Anja.
What? What do you mean?
What? No, it's
boring.
Fine. Anja, let's see. We had you over at Zachariah's bar that he had turned into a bit of a safe haven for some of the Dreamland cats who had turned against the establishment of Farzine, although he would on occasion sell a few of them out if they didn't give him information. Anja herself gave some information to Zachariah in exchange for escort out of the city. Zachariah led you to the tunnel that he believes that you came through in order to get to the city, telling you that don't come back this way because the guards will know about it. And then telling the guards while you're maybe 50 feet away that, hey, I saw someone run in there.
Such an asshole.
Yeah, but hey, you know, he is an asshole, but he did tell you that there's potentially a traitor in the camp. You then ended up encountering, after your run through the tunnels, some strange tracks. Following those, you found good old Merrick Mistmeadow, who managed to kill the monstrous Jeremiah and was attempting to bring Sidesplitter, the great axe that belongs to Lothar, back to him because, you know, they're old friends. And then Anja decided to take interest in it because she's a terrible person who likes to steal things. From,
no, he was dragging it on the ground.
And noble heroes.
That's right. I'm a brave and noble hero. Somewhat
Couldn't
crazy.
even say that without laughing a little bit.
Because I'm also somewhat
We all
crazy.
laughed a little bit when you said that.
I think she is, damn it. After everything she's been through.
And finally,
oh no, that tramp stamp says otherwise about the noble part.
It's not a tramp stamp. It's a little too high for that. It's up about here.
Wink.
You didn't notice it.
Oh, you're right. I didn't.
Riley did not notice it. You know, I mean, I put it out there so you guys can notice.
I mean, I just heard about it from all the other guys in town.
You read about it in a book.
I read about it in a book.
The only problem is Anja doesn't. Why would she be with all the other guys in town when she didn't even like being touched?
Methinks Anja protests too much, but moving on.
You liked being touched before.
Mhm.
She did, but
Mhm.
she wasn't touched that way before.
Just show us on
It's
the
kind
tape.
of like, you know what? After looking at my backstory, I think she is about 16.
Jeez.
Whoops.
Oh.
You're right. I should have known better.
12-year-olds all over the place.
We're gonna get banned on YouTube.
And
And finally, Riley had his memories returned to him, and he had a choice to make. Give Wandolfin's ledger, which holds ego, which is a part of Wandolfin that he had separated in order to spite Ubosathla, and gave him it. Oh my goodness! To return Wandolfin's ego to Ubosathla, where he belongs as part of Ubosathla in exchange for more power, or to, with his newly regained memories, join forces with Ego and use what knowledge and stolen power to continue this war against Ubosathla, to maybe try and make a few rights out of the wrongs that he had made earlier in his choices, maybe save a few more people than sacrificing them to monsters so he could read a few books. And he chose Ego, Wandolfin's Ego, chose a new path. With that, we got you guys back to the camp, although not quite reunited because Mr. Knight had some evil things to do in the city of Farzine.
Evil. Cats are neither good nor evil.
Until they do evil acts. Anja returned Lothar's great axe to him, which he was nearly in tears about. And Riley has returned to some strange looks from the book group before Anja decided to inform Lothar that there is a traitor amongst the refugees in the camp. And I think we can kind of begin it around there. Is there any kind of socializing you guys want to do with each other before we get started? We didn't really do any of that last time.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try and find Anja and Mr. Knight and tell them that I'm actually gonna apologize for some of the things I've done in the past.
Mr. Knight's not around.
Mr. Knight's where?
Well, that's
Knight's
fine.
around,
I don't
remember?
really need to apologize to Mr. Knight that much. I need
True,
to
you don't.
apologize more to Anja and Bran and
Just
Chloe
apologize
and
to the burnt man.
only one person is here that I really need to apologize to. Then it's Anja.
I probably should actually talk to. Where's Mr. Knight right now?
Remember?
But Mr. Knight has been doing his things in Farzine, but I will say enough time has elapsed. You've gotten enough work done. We were talking about you probably weren't going to be able to get your revenge immediately. Distractions had to be made.
All right, fair enough.
You need to set your servants to make that big distraction to get your plan a-going.
You could
Well, I
involve
was planning on
us.
going to get the find
tools?
where the tools were before I came back.
The tools are in a storage in a newly built barracks.
I can make that work.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, if you start growing opposable thumbs.
Oh, no,
All
no,
right.
no.
Mage
All
hand?
right. Jeez.
Technically, I have that, but that wouldn't be able to carry him.
Not gonna help. Oh, and you guys are all level 7.
Yeah, we've been level 7 for a while.
Wait, have you?
Yes.
Since last time. Okay.
Yeah, last session.
Fine.
Like I said, for a
Fine.
while.
I'm
One
just so
session.
excited for you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right.
Well, I guess the first thing we're gonna do is Ernie and I would be looking for the other two because I want to let them know about there's a traitor in the camp. So
Oh,
I
then
guess I'll find O'Reilly because I
Yeah.
don't think Mr. Knight's here.
I don't think she'll be finding me easily unless she recognizes my robe that I'm wearing.
I think no, I saw you. I saw you after you changed.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
saw
So,
Uba Sathla, and then you came back missing your powers, and you had changed.
It
So
might
I
be
know
got
what
like
you
a
look
cut, like a double check or something like that. And it's just like Riley, where's that scaly freak at? And
Yeah, but I remember
there's
he
some
lost
young
his
half elf kid.
scales.
Oh, there he is.
yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I'm probably might be about a year older than you actually when I'm thinking about the whole timeline. All right, so hey, oh Riley, I'm so glad you came back. Where the heck did you go?
I had some business with Ubo Sathla that I had to take care of. As you can see, I've left the service of Ubo Sathla. I got my memories back, and I've realized that I've committed some questionable acts, and I feel that following Ubo Sathla isn't the path for me, because I do feel regret for those actions. So moving forward, I'm gonna try and turn over a new leaf. So I'm gonna be. Hopefully, you're gonna help me out, Anja. You've been my companion for a while, and I hope I didn't, betray your trust too much. But hopefully, we can keep working together.
As long as you don't go running up to enemies to screw with their tablets while they're standing right there, that would be a good start.
Yeah, my obsession with books is something that I hopefully left in the past. It's pretty hard for me. It's like an addiction, but I'm one day sober starting today.
Just put us
As you hold
before your
the new
books.
ledger in your hands.
Oh, this is different. This is different. This is not a book. I do not read this.
It's okay. It's okay. We made it this far. I gotta say, I do kind of like the new look. It is better than the scaly. You're always like so hidden too.
Yeah,
Now I feel like you're out.
I am out. I am out.
I
Mr.
don't.
Knight?
What do you got? I don't read. So, anyways,
1 second, I'm typing to our GM to try to expedite things.
Well, you sent that to everyone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
we can know that. Well, I did want to see you as well as I was
Because
really
we're trying to help these
really
refugees,
sucked.
right?
Yes, it really. I will say this: it really sucked that you disappeared when you did. But
I'm sorry
Is
about
what it
that.
is.
I'm here to help the refugees. Don't we have a time frame by the new moon? We have
we
to
we
act.
we do. I did manage to get the blacksmith's tools back,
Okay.
but something happened to Mr. Knight. I'm
What
not sure
happened?
what. I don't know. He PC me is like, oh my god, this is a terrible decision. We split up. He went to go get the shipwrights tools. I figured he was small and could get through easy and not be noticed, but he never came back. So I don't know what happened.
How long ago was that? Do you think he's missing,
A
or do you think
day.
he's still in the act of trying to retrieve those tools?
I think he was missing. We had an agreement that if he wasn't back within an hour or two, I don't remember what it was, that I needed to get the hell out of town. This was
Okay.
yesterday. It was yesterday.
Well, if you need to get out of town, he probably had a plan, knowing Mr. Knight. I think
Well, he could
potentially.
just.
You're right. He did kind of pop out of nowhere sometimes. So let's maybe trust him for the moment and see what we can do for these refugees now that we brought back the blacksmith's tools.
We need to get we need to get those shipwrights tools. The only thing is, the city is, of course, the city is kind of in an uproar. If you remember, we had a Jeremiah, and Merrick went and basically had him chase him around town, and then eventually he actually took him out. I think Merrick took out Jeremiah. And he's gone. I mean, he's got Merrick. He came back. Yeah,
Merrick took out
Jeremiah.
The paladin Jeremiah? That seems very hard to believe, to be honest.
If he managed to sneak in, and he was a proficient striker.
Is it
But we have
possible that Merrick actually isn't helping us, but maybe betrayed us?
I don't think so. Although
Kyle,
I did.
You posted that right as I was hinting at it.
Slow.
He tried.
I
did.
I don't think so, because I mean he was with us before all that, and I was told there is a traitor in this camp.
Okay.
Who's gonna give our location over soon.
Well, then I guess we should act fast then.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
So can we move without the shipwright tools for now? Can we prepare? We have the blacksmith tools, so we can start generating weapons and armors for our refugees.
Yeah. I mean, that's up to the blacksmith.
Okay, maybe we should ask the blacksmith if they need help, and then we'll go from there.
I can, but I don't really. I'd probably be more of a hindrance than a help, because I really don't know anything about blacksmithing.
I don't either. But maybe they need materials or something. I'll just ask around and see what we can do to help move this along, since we potentially have a time limit to how long we can be here.
I don't know. We need more. We need more of what's coming, because what we're fighting against is going to be huge. I don't know how we're going to win this. I have faith, but I also, in my mind, I see how many ghouls there are in town.
Is there a way we could just pull them out of town with a distraction? Like maybe
as you guys
move
are
people to somewhere else? Yeah.
Talking about, not having a lot of hope.
I'm not saying that too loud.
No.
It's like Aragorn and Legolas in Helm's Deep, right? Talking in Elvish, and then they accidentally slip to Common.
Yeah.
I won't give up, though.
See, Mr. Knight come traipsing out of the jungle. Give me half a second there, Mr. Knight. Okay. Mr. Knight come traipsing out of the jungle, followed behind a ghoul. A dead one, if it makes you feel better, with a bag slumped over his shoulder.
Ow.
He is not carrying the banner.
Oh.
But it looks like Mr. Knight has arrived with some shipwrights tools.
They get the banner? I'll take the tools.
Your DC worked for the tools. It did not work for the banner. And that's a little heavily guarded. If it makes you feel better, I don't think they know what it is either, so it may not be used against you.
Well, I see you coming with the ghoul with the bag. And so I'll look at Riley and I'll go, well, I guess we don't have to worry about the shipwrights tools, because I'll bet you that's them.
I knew we could trust Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight will saunter over. Yes. Sorry for the delay. I had A bit of a rough moment there. I do have some bad news, though.
Bad news.
Yes, the banner currently is no longer in my possession. They have
That's-
it.
You got the tools, which I think is even more
Yes,
important.
I do have the tools.
As you nod towards the dead ghoul, you have made quite a commotion here at the camp. There is a ghoul in the camp. And Lothar comes out and proceeds to. And I will say, Anja, you watch this axe swing down, and it is beautiful.
I just kind of stare at it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it calling to me?
Maybe.
I just imagine the things that were stuck in my head. I would think about me being able to do real good with something like that. But I'm like, no, it's his axe. Oh, Mr. Knight, it's good to see you.
As it is you. It has been a rough day or so.
Yeah, thanks.
Again, I apologize. I was delayed, but as I said before, I knew it would be difficult once the day came around.
I don't know. I don't like being alone in a situation like that.
My dear, then you must mature a bit. We are in a state of war here. Unexpected events will always happen. You cannot plan everything out perfectly. You must be able to adapt.
Yeah,
Use
Mr.
your
Knight.
I
instinct.
certainly did, but it wasn't a good situation. At least I made it out. I had help, but I made it out.
You have done well then.
I did get the blacksmith's tools back.
Excellent. Well, if they're going to be busy for a while, I think I will go take a nap. I also need to
Mr. Knight.
Yes.
Wait. I mean, you're pretty sneaky and stealthy, and
yes,
I was told. I'm saying this real low, by the way. There's a traitor in the camp who's going to give up our location to town.
I see. And this is all you've been told.
That's it. They don't know
Who were you told by?
Zachariah.
Out of game, do I know anything about
you
this
might not
individual,
know.
Zachariah?
You might not know who Zachariah even is.
Well, this is why I'm asking the GM.
Yeah.
Remember, Mr. Knight lived in town.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, he's the bartender at a bar.
Yeah, you would know him as the bartender.
What's the scuttlebutt amongst other cats with him?
That's a great question.
Well,
isn't he murdering a couple of them and handing them in?
This is why I'm asking what the scuttlebutt
This is a really good question.
In a couple of the following days, scuttlebutt would begin to reach your ears because
well, even before then, before all of these
before then,
happened.
Not much except that he was a bartender, goat hoofed. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Do I have a Dreamlands cat somewhere? Yeah, no, they don't know anything. Yeah, he's a bartender. Yeah, he's a bartender in town, been there for a while. Over the course of the next couple of days, you're going to hear how, in some cases, he's a hero for sheltering some of the Dreamland cats, just sheltering them to keep them safe from harm from Farzine soldiers at a price, information. Others, you are going to hear detestable stories of, they had to work with him or they would be slaughtered and gave to the Farzin guards.
So he's aware of some cats are more than just cats.
Yes.
Do we know how he's aware of that? Does he have any special insight or just somehow he knows?
He just seems to be aware.
Okay.
No idea how.
If you ask Anja, he seems to have his fingers in every pie. I think he's on his own side. I don't think he's on the ghouls. I don't think he's on our side. He's on his own side, and I think, just loves getting information about everything. And he definitely was using cats as a means to an end to that.
Interesting.
But the disturbing thing, when I was there, he did two not so curious. The first, he basically killed two of them and gave them over to the guards to keep them from being too nosy. I was there. It kept him off my back. I'm not happy about what he did, obviously. And considering the circumstances, it was not really very pleasant. But before I left, before I got an escort out of town, he did open they were in a cage, and he'd open the cage and let them all out. He freed them all.
Describe what the cats looked like that he killed.
I know I saw them, so I do. I don't think you really gave me a description, or I don't remember.
No, not really. Did. You can make one up if you like. Make all the cat
Fluffy.
lovers out there wins.
Did they look? Would they've looked, like really healthy or kind of scrawny or, older or something?
Can a dead cat look healthy?
Yeah.
Did they look healthy? Okay. One was an orange tabby cat. What?
You're going to describe the cats that were murdered. You are a morbid person. What is wrong with you, Carol?
You asked, and I'm role playing. One was like an orange tabby.
Some people
a little
just
stripe
wave
in the
through
air.
it, Sounds adorable.
And the and the other was it was almost all black but little white paws. It was really hard.
So
this is really hard.
Mr. GM, given her description, would I know who those cats are by chance?
That's why I'm describing.
Honestly, Carol, give me a roll.
What kind of roll?
Oh no, either an intelligence or a persuasion check.
Am I trying to persuade him?
You're trying to describe vividly with words.
Okay. Yeah, that was a suck ass roll.
Maybe a performance check.
Well, that's even worse.
Okay.
Persuasion, performance, no, it's only a 4. I rolled bad.
Jesus.
I rolled a 3. What do you want? I had +1 to those. I'm not a performer.
There were a couple cats who were named as having lost all of their lives. Yeah, one of them was an orange tabby. It is a possibility.
Motherfucker.
But I mean, she is just lousy at describing this. So.
Yeah.
So I have another question for the GM.
That would be probably Trump.
In the camp,
Mr. Knight has a list of people who are going to die. Okay, yes. In the camp.
So
yes, there will be lots of disappeared people. In the camp, how many non-wild animals are currently in the camp? Either livestock, pets that were rescued, things like that. Are there a few, all that jazz?
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
Oh my
I like
God.
that.
Basically, what I will end up doing is casting Speak with Animals and going to speak with some of the other animals. Unless they're cats, then I'll just speak with them.
There is one dog in the camp.
He's probably a
and
good source.
2
Unless
cows.
he's dumb. Is he a dumb
He is
dog?
a dog. He's a dog.
Well,
You'll have to
there
find out,
are
won't
some
you?
smart dogs up there. Most of them are just, dumb. But
Mhm.
there are a handful of intelligent dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. They do exist.
All right.
I mean, there's the poodles. They're pompuses, anything, but they are at least intelligent.
So let me pause this for a moment. We're interested in finding out who the traitor is, if
Yeah.
there even is one. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I told them, I know Mr. Knight. Yeah, Mr. Knight is good at finding out this sort of thing. So
Okay. So what you gathered is if there is a well, actually, let me ask this question here. When you're trying to suss out if there is a traitor or not, or who the traitor is, how are you going about this? Are you trying to find out as quickly as possible and just kind of no bards rush into tents? Oh, yeah, the traitor! Are you are you casually asking around, being very subtle about this, just where yeah, you go around, Mr. Knight talks to animals and no one really thinks it's strange that a cat and some cows are hanging out together. The cat and the dog might be a little weird. But where you guys are being a little bit more subtle and time is passing while you are trying to suss out who it is. Yeah, or are you even bother looking? Maybe you just are going to go day to day and just be like, yeah, that kind of looks
no.
suspicious
Subtle.
over
I
there.
have a few avenues that I would like to approach, and I'm
Okay.
sure that Riley can also do some of this as well. Anja, don't do it.
Okay.
I have an idea. I have an idea what I could do. So
Oh
It just
dear.
informs me as to whether, is the traitor, if there is one, aware that you're looking for him, or unless
I
you
don't
guys tip your
know.
hand.
Are we?
That's
Because
the question.
I know I talked to a certain someone and tipped our hand that there's a traitor in camp.
You did.
So someone knows.
You have spoken with Lothar,
Mm-hmm.
and he has thought about it, and he tells you that he can think of only a few people who could possibly be the traitors, and they would most likely be members of the Toa Guard
Yeah, that's right.
because they were just more well versed into getting in and out of the situation, or getting in and out of the
That's too
jungle.
limited. That's too limited of thought that he has.
Oh my goodness! Just because a cat didn't come up with it, you
No,
encountered
no.
Nuki, and
There are
Nuki the
so
cat
many
tells
other
you.
ways of doing it.
The Toa
Um,
Guard in question is Lieutenant Momoa.
I
She is the
just
one
don't
who
buy that.
came to your rescue when you
Mm-hmm.
were attacked by the Deep Ones. Tua, the Toa Guard, he also came to your rescue the same night as Momoa. He was also part of your escape, along with Lieutenant Momoa. Helped you out with the, oh my goodness, the beachhead, the haunted beachhead, where you got the boat as well as some armament. There is Mungo Scary. In the summertime, no, a Toa guard that you have not yet met. As the name implies, yes, he is the son of the Scaries who were brutally murdered by ghouls earlier in this adventure. And then there is Tula Luray, who is also another guard that you have not met, supposedly.
What I'm thinking, if Riley want to do this,
Yes.
shush, that Riley could talk to people and I could search. He could be a distraction and maybe get info and keep them away from their bunks.
All right.
Including Lothar.
Including Lothar.
Yeah, there's something that has, and no, this has nothing to do with our discussion or part of it, because it has occurred to me that he did disappear for a number of days. And who knows, maybe they flipped him.
So Mr. Knight will interrupt the, slightly better than ape creatures in their conversation.
What?
Listen, this is a fine prospect, but you must keep your mind open to more than just the basic possibilities.
It's a starting point.
Yes, but when you're looking for things, you must make sure you're looking for all the right things. Look for spell components. They could be communicating through less mundane avenues. Look for any type of... See if they have any birds or other animals that are good at traversing terrain quickly.
Right.
Look if they carry any ink with them or in their person. It is not likely that many of them had the time or the forethought to grab an inkwell or anything.
I mean, I'll start with the tour guards.
Also, look for any signs that there is other magic afoot. Look for any signs of, how should I put this? Jerky as well.
Jerky?
You know how the ghouls eat.
True.
Look for things that are out of the ordinary that could be utilized in communication. Not just your basic, I'm leaving the camp. There are many ways that somebody can communicate while staying within the camp completely. Also, this is out of game because I can't remember what Mr. Knight does and doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Does Mr. Knight know about the deep ones?
Yeah, no, this jungle is full of corrupted creatures.
Mm-hmm. But we know that they don't like the ghouls, so it's most likely they're not working together. Have we seen any evidence that they're working together at all?
I don't think
in any
so.
fashion?
I think we found information that they're actually working against each other.
Yeah.
Because
We found some information, but it's like we don't have any evidence one way or the other yet.
One group is trying to get Fenetho, and the other group's trying to get Cthulhu or something, and they
could look. My concern is they could always go with like, hey, how about just do a power team up, and they both rise at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Super villains unite.
Yeah.
Look for signs that they are worshippers of a cult. Coins, relics, statues.
Statues.
I think the entire book study is now a suspect.
Yeah, like half the things you mentioned point at me.
I know, I know, like.
All right, now let me roll.
This
to
all
see
makes
if there is
someone a suspect.
Yep.
And also, you must. The other thing is, you must see if they have a motive.
Yeah.
Now, if you are going to speak with these individuals, try to pry out if they have anyone that is still missing. anyone that has been turned, because ghouls start from somewhere. It is always possible a family member of theirs maybe is now one of them. Those could be very strong motives.
Well, that's your department, really.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm supposed to do this.
You need it. No. See, when you do that, you have to paint it on your hand and do the newer Joker thing, and you have the smiley face on your hand, or like the straight face.
All right. Anything else?
No, at that point,
I
Mr.
need
Knight will go
medium
off and talk.
armor. I'm going
You
for
need
medium armor.
Yeah, no. Over the course of a few
Not
days,
small, not large, just medium.
just medium.
Okay, yeah, we can get a long resting. For some reason, I don't have it.
What did you become, Riley?
I
Name, I forget.
have not mentioned that yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, you are going to be able to find medium armor. Although I do just kind of want to double
Smells like
check.
fish.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see. Well, go ahead and give me a D10 roll, please.
D10? All
Yep.
right. 1.
Ah,
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't really have anything that kind of fits your size.
oh,
They only appear to have hide armor.
Hide?
That is
Hide.
medium.
Is hide decent?
I think your chain shirt would probably be better.
Okay.
chain shirt's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talk to Beatrice, and she tells you that she should be able to have something a little bit better in a couple more days, but the only thing that's really available right now is some hide armor. She's got to start arming the arming and shelling. I think it's just arming the new Farzine militia for the upcoming battle.
I'm part of that militia, I think.
You are, yeah.
All right.
Riley, what you want is breastplate.
But you honestly, you don't look like Riley anymore. You look like some tween-age kid who
yeah, that's
is
true.
in over his britches.
I guess
that's right. You don't look like a like a scaly man anymore, do you?
No,
yeah, people are probably less suspicious of me now. Hopefully.
That is
so
true.
You're having like a really bad. You're having like a really bad skin reaction as it's all peeling off.
I think it already came off. All right.
I was gonna say it's like a lizard.
It already came off when we were in town. So, all right.
Who the hell is this kid with glasses?
All right. I was gonna say, are we doing this, by the way?
Yeah, we're doing this. I'm waiting for you guys.
All right. We'll start with the Toa Guard. I mean, actually, I think
they're all the Toa Guard.
If I recall, the Toa Guard was, there might have been a little cutscene, and I think it was a Toa Guardsman, but I don't know. Does Lothar run around in a Toa Guard outfit, or is he?
I'm suspicious of the scary person because their parents somehow got taken by ghouls, but they did not.
Maybe they weren't there. They're an adult. I mean, they were part of the guard, so they weren't there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's so.
For those two, did they actually see evidence that another person lived at that house?
No.
It was single bedroom, I think. So unless all three of them slept in the same bed.
I mean, the two that helped, I would say I would check out the two that I don't really know, because I know the other two helped us, and he lost his parents to the ghouls, which would actually give him a big incentive to stay on our side.
Well, I
So-
mean, unless he
So it's
didn't like their
Mun-
parents and he betrayed his parents.
Maybe.
So
I know he could be. Well, all right, he'd be the third person I go. But I can't remember the other lady's name.
Chua, Momoa, Scary.
And Tula.
Tula is the one thing. So I'd like to do Tula and Mungo first, or
Okay.
So Tua, Choa, and Tula Toa. All right, got it.
You search around for Tula. You can ask people about him, just like, oh, hey, have you seen Tula around? Or yeah. He is one of the oldest members of the Toa Guard, made out of leather on crack, just tough as nails. Just an immeasurable grump. If you do end up having a conversation with him, you don't necessarily want to be in that conversation with him because he's probably going to tell you what to do, how to do it. However, if you approach him with a specific problem, he is willing to, he gives good advice. He has not been seen in camp.
okay. Well, then it'll be easy to search
or
his place.
2 days, yeah. You go into his tent,
Yeah,
starts looking around.
if he's not here, Riley, you can come help search too.
Oh, I'll help search.
Yeah,
Keep in mind this is abstract.
right.
So when you ask for things, if you want to go into detail, we can do that. But I'm going to assume abstract for right now.
That's fine.
You are able to kind of turn around Tula's tent a little bit. There is someone else in the tent as well who is still there. You have to wait for them to leave before you kind of get the privacy to look around. You find a piece of paper with some notes on it.
What sort of notes?
Nature checks.
Nature checks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting Anja read.
Oh, you probably should do this. I'll read
No.
it, but my role is.
I mean,
shit.
if you hand
unless
it,
you're letting me, do you want to help and have me roll at advantage?
no, I'll let you handle that. I'm gonna keep searching.
All right. Well, that's only an 8.
That's only an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
You
diaphragm
can't
is.
tell. It's not like heavy notes like, okay, the camp is right here at the crossing of here, and this is this. No, it's some sort of marking, some really hard to read scribblish. Maybe putting 2 and 2 together, you can see that it kind of like it's organized in 10 days, almost like a calendar. After a while, if you stare at this long enough, and there are tally marks on certain days.
No, I am going to call you over, Riley.
Okay, if you're asking for help, I'll help you.
Yes. There's a calendar and tally marks and.
Well, my gut reaction of studying star charts is it's a calendar. I do understand at least that much.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just assume.
Mhm.
And then should I keep doing nature or should I do like maybe something like insight, thinking that maybe these are dates that they're meeting with an informant or something, they're tracking like moon patterns or
Nature, you would find out that no, it's not tracking any sort of moon patterns.
Okay.
Insight would lead you to think
Well, I rolled
something
insight
is happening.
and I got a 12, so not too much.
Something is
Can I
happening
roll
on
ins-
these days.
Can I go roll insight?
The insight isn't really going to help either of you here right now. I'm going to just tell you
One
directly.
specific thing I want to look for is with the calendar, is there like a specific thing that's happening today or yesterday? Basically, he's been gone for 2 days. So was there a thing that's supposed to happen today or yesterday or tomorrow based on those check marks?
Sure.
Yeah, if you look at it long enough, you can actually determine some sort of pattern. And there is a mark for the following day.
Ooh.
They're not here.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if we need to move the camp.
Well, they do know that we're here, and it's only a matter of time. So we do need to move quickly, regardless if we find this traitor or not.
The ship has to be built. Just remember that, or repaired.
That's true.
Repaired.
And
Our
Obed
ship, right?
Bolt is fixing it as we speak.
Actually,
Yeah. Obed,
quick question
that's right.
out of game.
Mhm.
The ship, is it large enough to actually carry the whole camp?
That's what I was just going to ask.
No. It is quite large, but not enough to carry everyone. If you wanted to get a majority of the refugees on the boat and like women and children,
The
you could do that.
non-combatants. Yeah,
That sounds like a good idea.
that is a good idea, Mr. Knight. Thank you.
Oh shoot, we need to.
Um,
It is seaworthy. I mean, it is seaworthy. We did sail it here.
We can ask Mazetta to help guard them too.
was that?
The golem, right? That guards the
Oh,
ship.
the golems. I don't think it's there
No,
here.
he's tied
No.
with the other ship.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that
Hazel's
was the ship
Folly.
we were talking about.
No,
Okay,
no, no,
Hazel,
no, no.
It's not
No,
Hazel's Folly. Got it.
the golden.
Ooh, that
the
actually
golden
brings
ship.
up another thing, though.
We have two ships.
Could be a very good surprise. Second ship.
Where is Hazel's Folly? I assume
On the other side of Farzine, I think.
Yeah, it's
sail
right
over there.
by town. It's just
Yeah, we
right
can-
by town.
No, it's not right by town. It's actually pretty far away from town still.
Yeah, we
Is
could.
it?
No, Obed
Out of sight.
hauled it into
Yeah,
town
no,
to
we
get
had it
work on.
fixed.
Oh,
in
so is
town.
it still in town right now?
I think so.
No, you
Where-
guys thought to ask when you were looking around, so. And
Well,
Mr.
when
Knight would
Mr.
have been
Knight
the
had
closest
seen
I
person.
wouldn't know about it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
You
you
wanna-
don't know about Hazel's Folly. Okay,
I
that's
wouldn't
true.
know
All
about
right,
it.
all right. Let me get
Oh,
you guys some more
shit.
information here.
Yep.
Yes, Tula is missing. However, that's not unusual because the Toa guards do go out. They do a lot of hunting and spying on Farzine itself, as well as trying to communicate to the other towns and hamlets on the island.
Oh.
mhm.
Riley has a thought. Is this potentially just his guard shift? Like, should we maybe ask Lothar or compare this to another guard that we searched to see if maybe this is just whenever he's supposed to be out on patrol? And there's nothing actually like
I was
nefarious
gonna
about
say
it.
we could go to Mungo's.
Yeah.
Is he the other one? Is he not here either? Or is he in
Um,
camp?
I'm going to, like I said, we're doing this abstractly. You're not
Yes.
rushing anything.
Yeah.
Days are passing here, so automatically just assume you have full health, full magic, and everything like that as time passes. The ship is getting better.
Can't be too many days because I think they're I mean, it makes sense that they're gonna raid the camp soon.
Yeah, well, enough time. Mungo Jerry, or Jesus Christ.
Mungo Jerry. What?
I love in the summertime, guys. It's okay. Mungo Scary is in camp. Observing him, he
Oh, not
is
him. Sorry. Who was the other? The fifth one. There was Mungo.
Tua Toa and Tula Toa
Well, we got Tula.
and
you have
Momoa.
Tula and
Who's the
Momoa.
one we never met?
Tula and Mungo are the two you've never met.
Okay, and but Mungo is scary.
Mungo's scary.
Okay, but you said there's a third one. I mean, because you had the two that helped us. Who's the other? Who's the fifth one?
Okay. Lieutenant Momoa, who has helped
Yeah.
you as long
Yeah,
as well as Tua,
yeah.
the Toa guard, who has helped you
Right.
from the
Two
beginning.
of Toa.
Both of them helped you escape the city. Mungo Scary, you have never met before.
Okay.
He is the son of Dresja and Carmelo Scary, who were torn up by ghouls.
Right.
Or actually, no, they were sacrificed to get Fat Nathoa, because you found their bodies. Tula Lorey, the Toa guard, is the one you have also never met, who you just searched. He's not here. He's maybe out on patrol or missing. You don't know.
And who's wasn't there fifth?
Nope. Unless you think you don't trust Lothar.
I thought. Where's Lothar right now?
He is in the command tent. That's actually where you can see Mungo. If you try and spy on him.
No. Although it was.
There's no risk to this. I'm giving you information, okay?
All right, sure.
Unless I ask you for a roll, then there's risk, and you can decide, I don't want to be that close to it.
No, it's fine.
Mungo is a runner for Lothar, it looks like. Information papers, he's running that to and from camp quarters. However, he is a TOA guard. He does have to leave the camp every once in a while. However, he is currently in camp at the moment, working with Lothar over the maps, along with Obed when he's not working on the boats. Looking at him, he jumps to attention quickly. He is older than Anja and Riley, but still kind of has that puppish quality to him. Oh my goodness, I gotta read the right ones. Yeah, and every once in a while you can kind of catch him in this kind of listless state where he's completed an order or something like that, and he has to wait, and he just gets that kind of 1,000-yard stare. If you plan it correctly, you can get into his tent without missing a beat.
Why not? I want to see if there's a calendar there, like is in Tula's tent. I think was the thought.
In this, in Mungo's tent, you see a more of a journal, a scribe book, a sketchbook. When you open it up and take a look at it, inside are pictures of some flora, fauna in the area. There's one of a couple of bear cubs with scales playing with each other.
Didn't we kill those on the first day we got here? Or?
I think we left them. No, I think we left them
to die.
We left them orphans.
Well, those were the boars. The bears were in that cave.
No,
remember?
I think we left them. We left them orphans.
That was
too.
when we returned.
You left them orphans too. You were the orphan makers.
We were the orphan makers. Oh, more regret.
I know, it's so weird. We're just the worst. I'm the worst ranger ever.
Riley is regretful.
You also see sketches of people in the town. Where it starts getting creepy is their black X's over their eyes. You see the scaries. You see a couple of the priests and priestesses of light. A couple other townspeople. Mr. Knight would recognize a few of them. More than either of you two would.
We aren't in there, right?
Well, we're not dead yet.
No, you are not in there.
Oh, okay, so it's not.
And not all of them have. Yeah, not all of them have the X's over the eyes. Just a certain amount.
Oh wait, insight. The priests and priestesses of light. How should I word this? The statue was built to help keep Fednathoa sealed. And so I assume the priests and priestesses of light were also anti-Fednathoa. Is it possible that this is like almost like a checklist of people that need to be taken out before Farzine could be taken over, or Fednathoa could be resurrected?
Is there any context at all? Writing anything on what this even
honestly means? The pictures are kind of the sketches are all kind of mixed together. Like one day it's someone in the town, the next day it's some flora out in there, and then some kids playing what looks like around the feet of the Statue of Light, with X's over their eyes, which are brand spanking new. I'll say that if
Oh.
you look at it, you can tell that the X's are new. The sketches are a little bit older. And as you kind of get towards the back of the book, the sketches are just gone, and it's just kind of these mad scratchings. Not
Oh,
scribbling,
God.
not writing, but just like
And the cave with the bear cubs was where the people were being taken for the ghouls, right? Because that's where we went to retrieve Jeremiah at, I believe.
yeah, I do believe that was one of the directions it could have been.
Cool. So I'm gonna assume this is suspect number 1 right here
I
for
don't
potential
know.
traitor.
Mhm.
I don't know.
All
And
right, so
this was Lothar's, right?
No, this is
Oh.
Mungo Scary, and he's
Mungo
probably.
Scary.
I think I don't know about that, but I think maybe he's gone through some trauma like me.
I think Mungo is the suspect.
I don't know.
so
I think the other one is more
Well,
of a
they're-
suspect.
they're
Yeah.
pondering.
Let's go
themselves.
to Mr. Knight real quick. Mr. Knight,
Mr.
you are
Knight
on your
will.
way to.
Mr. Knight will converse with the local animals
Mhm.
to see patterns, behaviors
Mhm.
that they've noticed. I
Sure.
will actually speak with. So, who is the dog?
God damn it. The dog's name is Liver.
Okay.
Liver.
What type of dog is he?
He's a mutt.
He's a mutt.
I don't think they breed dogs specifically, except for maybe war dogs or
Well,
something.
no, it could be like a hound. Could be a hound. That's
Okay.
like one of the more common types that you'd see.
Yeah, that's fair.
There you would actually probably see a lot of rat catcher breeds, given that it was on a ship. Although you actually see a lot of cats too. Fun fact: that's why cats are all over the world. Ships.
I will say Liver is actually this very long-legged mutt.
Okay.
It looks like, yeah, he could be a rat-catching breed, but there's something in him that's a little bit more wolfish than.
Okay, that's fine. How
He's
old is he?
Balto.
How old is he? Is he like a
Mhm.
young one, or is he a little older? Or is he
Uh,
like, an older gentleman dog that's seen some shit?
I'm too old for this shit. You should have just left me in the town to die.
Oh.
Oh no, you mean like, so like the really old dog.
Yeah,
Like,
really
I
old.
can't live without my 15-year-old dog. Just let me go.
No, put me down. What are you doing?
Nice, Riley. Nice.
So what type? What type?
Yeah,
Come on, what?
He's the older dog. He's seen too much. He got forcefully carried out of the city against his will.
So is he capable of seeing?
Yeah, no, I'll give him that.
All right. So I'm gonna come up to him. If I need to cast Speak with Animals, I will.
Yeah.
I'm a cat. I don't know how it works.
No. You're gonna have to. You don't speak dog. Come on.
All right, Speak with Animals then. Boom.
They're
Speak with
beneath
animals.
you. They're even more beneath you than we are.
I mean, yeah.
It's good to okay. Look, it's good to know your friends, but it's also good to know your enemies. Liver.
Yeah, no. Liver is just lying down. It looks like he's been lying down for quite a while.
Actually,
Hackles
no. First
raise
off,
a little bit towards you, but
actually,
yeah,
first before I go to Liver,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go by the butcher.
Mhm.
I'm gonna swipe like a meaty bone.
In your mouth? In your little cat mouth?
Yes. Well, actually, I'll mage hand it off the table, and then
Yeah.
just
No
have
one
it be
sees it
carried.
strange. There's this mage hand walking behind a cat.
With a bone.
It's
with
a
a bone.
mage paw. It's a
My
mage paw.
Big paw.
It
Wait,
keeps
but-
drop. It
but
has
wait.
to bat the bone
wait,
because it
wait,
can't actually grab it.
wait. You mage paw, so you don't even have opposable thumbs on your mage hand?
No. It can be a mage hand. I just felt like it paw. Okay. It just holds it's 2 paws, it just holds it. It just floats with me. All right, yeah. I'm going to swipe 1 to give offering. Liver.
Yeah.
I bring you something. And I will kind of let the bone float nearby. The meaty bone.
Oh, and they say us dogs are stupid. And he yawns, and you can see that he has no teeth.
He can suck on it. It's a meaty bone. He can lick it.
How the hell does
Appreciate it.
Wish to ask you some questions for the safety of everyone here.
Go on.
It appears somebody here, possibly, wishes harm upon all the other individuals. Do I know who his owner is? Like his person?
Just some kid.
Okay. I'm sure that we all care about the safety of our servants. I mean, persons. As you do. So I hope that you will be forthright and share any information that you might have.
Only if you promise to do one thing for me.
What is that?
Kill me. They should have left me in the city. I've got no teeth to chew bones anymore. My legs don't work very well.
Gummit.
Oh, I'm
well,
so sad right now.
It is actually a good thing that you have not expired. And Mr. Knight kind of rolls his eyes a bit at that. For maybe you have information that will be useful to save your person along with everyone else here.
Oh, so my person didn't save me.
Jeez.
Tell me, you've been observant, I'm hoping. Have you noticed any individuals
Existence is pain.
All right, he's not a Mr. Measy.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that.
Have you noticed anybody coming and going from the camp that shouldn't be? That isn't one of the Toa guards. Aside from me and the other one and the other people that are with me.
There's a fish man who's been going out and out. The sad one with the octopus tattoos.
You say fish man, do you mean like a fisherman or do you mean a person that looks like a fish?
Well, that's a silly thought. Someone who looks like a fish.
Oh, they're there.
One of the people who go out to sea all the time. You can still smell the salt on his skin despite the fact that he's been here a while.
I'm assuming he's talking about the first mate, correct?
If you
that describes him with the tattoos, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been going out. On what?
He's been crying and moaning over something. Last saw him going out last night.
And how long is he normally out?
Doesn't stay out overnight. But he's been out overnight tonight.
Interesting. Is there anything else that you've noticed? Anybody using birds that keeps sending them out? Have you noticed anybody casting magic? Aside from the crazy book club.
Those guys are nice. They'll
Really?
give me a treat that I can actually eat.
Really? What are they giving you?
Real soft meat.
Ew.
Salty meat?
Pink meat.
It's an interesting flavor.
It's gray, Carol. It's gray.
I agree.
That's a reason why they call it gray matter.
True.
Don't let it dry. It won't come off anything. Lovely. Have you seen anybody communicating with anyone that they shouldn't be?
People keep talking to me, and I should be dead.
Yes, well, I'm sure fate is working on that hard for you.
Well, I hope you're going to work a little bit harder. Got any other questions, or are you ready to do me in? And he just lops his head over so his neck is exposed. If you make it look a little bit subtle, like I died in my sleep, that'd be fine. Just maybe so the kid isn't too. Fuck the kid. Just do it. Scratch him when you see him next. Maybe he'll leave animals alone when they want to be left alone.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna look at him pitifully. It's like,
Oh my God.
oh God, cry me a river. This is pathetic of you. Get a hold of yourself, dog. Do you know how many times I've died? You only get to do it once.
I wish it just happened sooner.
Well, it's gonna happen when it
hold on
happens.
to myself anymore.
Go eat
And
a,
as he
like
says
a bad
that, he
egg or
just
something.
proceeds to defecate himself.
Go eat a bad egg or something. Maybe it'll just rupture your insides.
Oh, Jesus.
Turkey bones.
Mm-hmm.
You should have grabbed a turkey bone.
Go get some chicken bones. Chew on
Chicken
those.
bones. Chocolate.
Mr. Nice is gonna walk away in a bit of disgust at this guy now. It's like, oh jeez. Should have talked to some squirrels.
Maybe they have some answers.
As you're walking away from Liver, you promised to kill me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice like, no, I didn't. You should have waited until I said so.
Shit.
I'm a cat. I'm a dick. What can you expect?
Is that what you think of yours?
My cats are terrors who like to use me as a pincushion.
As you leave Liver,
I'm really glad you don't do that.
I think this dog is my favorite character so far, by the
way.
Because he's an old dog, or because he's like, just kill me.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle, you're playing this dog great. I love it.
It'd be the best thing. That's the best thing on this entire
So I think for now
ever.
on, the next T-shirt design is Liver.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Just like the saddest dog design ever.
God, I don't know.
Then you just have like a Mr. Knight thing. It's like, oh, get over yourself in the background.
My existence is pain.
All right, I don't think we can say that because then we'll get sued by
true. All right.
by Rick and Morty Corporation. Whatever.
It's all right. Rick and Morty got canceled.
No, they didn't.
What? Justin Roiland is like an abuser
Yeah,
and a dick.
they've actually been saying that that's not going to affect the show.
Oh, I thought that it just got the cancellation notice. Okay.
Walking away from Liver, and again, more time passes. There's a bit of a big commotion as you see Tua, the Toa guard, and a couple other people are hauling in these hog heads barrels from the beach. Any three of you can really pay attention to this, but it sounds like, or from what you can gather from people or just paying attention, Tua is sent out patrolling the beachheads, scavenging other material, and they come in with several hogsheads of what appear to be gunpowder washed up on shore.
Oh, nice.
Still in relatively good condition. There also appears to be some hardtack and some other items, all of which is taken into town. Lots of cheers and a little bit of a celebration going on, which he's the center of and might give you guys an opportunity to search his tent.
Yep.
Sure.
Search.
Not to railroad you guys along or
No,
anything
no,
like this.
I
I figure
mean-
it's when you guys have an opportunity to search any of these people's tents.
Right,
you
and-
want to take that opportunity.
And I am still including Lothar on the list then.
Okay.
I'm still going to include him on the list.
So Tua, Momoa, and Lothar. Lothar actually sleeps in the command tent, as the other tents aren't really large enough for him to fit in comfortably with anyone else, and he's just kind of a man obsessed over maps at this point in time. Tua and Momoa are both in the cave that you guys took to lead to Farzine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll search. I assume they're both away, so we can search the whole thing together. Right?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's probably a possibility. Tua, you worked with well enough. You kind of have a good idea of his character.
Yeah, I just
a little bit of a braggart, but as a ranger, he knows his stuff. You go into his tent. You have, oh my goodness, that's not the right paper. There we go. Geez, you write notes sporadically, in your spare time while you're working, and then try to gather them all up. His tent is full of plants in the middle of drying. You also have journals and notes on his. Looking at it, there's a calendar with certain days marked. Comparing the two, it does look like it could possibly be a guard rotation, or just some schedule or other.
Does it look just like Tula's?
No, it's different.
It's different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we kind of remember the last couple times they've gone out, and we can kind of like compare that with their actual guard schedule?
Yeah, even with especially
I
with Tula's.
will say you have Tua, who is actually in the camp. You can compare his, and it's like, yeah, that he went off to scavenge the beachhead today. There's a mark right here on his calendar marking that down. And you ask around, and it's like, yeah, every couple of days when a storm passes through, we go check the beachhead, see what we can find. And yeah, these days could line up to that. There's also notes on certain creatures in the area where they're located. Like, okay, make sure, the Toa Guard, shit. No, this is why we ended up with two of the Toa Guard. There are markings of where some of the wildlife in the area are, some marked corrupted, as well as certain plants in the area. It's like, oh yeah, there's some type of yarrow root in this region that would be good to harvest here. Yeah, just notes on the region itself. You also see a list of names, a town names, and these have been. Oh, nope. I'm sorry.
Wrong
notes
person?
of the general. Wrong person. If you go to Lieutenant Momoa's tent,
we'll do both.
yes, she has the town names. Most of them are crossed off as, and there's marks of either ghoul or deep one, corrupted attacks. And
That's
it looks
interesting.
like most of these are separated. There are some tally marks in some occasion. It would take a bit of time to figure out what that means, because there's no actual further notes on that. But other than that, Lieutenant Momoa's tent is actually fairly Spartan. And if you look actually underneath a bedroll, there is a letter of commendation from Commander Corwell for her service against the rebellious Toa Guard and Captain Lothar for her capture of Captain Lothar.
And was this Momoa or?
This is Momoa.
Okay.
Have we seen Lothar Momoa together? Is there any tension or awkwardness or anything? Considering if she's the one responsible,
require an insight roll. They are still working together. However, Lieutenant Momoa is gone most of the time. Is that a 1 or?
Oh no, that's a thumbs up because I rolled a 19 plus.
19, yeah.
No, that's on the die. What did it say? Insight, 24.
24. You would say that the relationship hasn't missed a day.
So they're fine together.
So Lothar probably doesn't know that.
They're fine, yeah.
Either he doesn't know or
betrayed him.
Oh boy, that complicates things.
Well, let's clarify what you guys know a little bit.
Sure.
From previous, you were being escorted when you came back from below Farzine the first or the second time. I think it was the second time. Because at that point, Magistrate Alwiji, the turn of the events, the ghouls, the Urukatan Guard have taken over. Most of the Tua Guard fled. Those who were the loyalists stayed behind. You guys were found out, and Lieutenant Momoa, 2 of the Toa Guard, and several ghouls were escorting you to the stockade, presumably to be hung later on for, aiding Commander Lothar. At that point, both of them turned on the ghouls, killed them, and told you where to go as far as the refugee camp.
Okay, so there was an act when they turned in Lothar, probably most likely, because now Lothar got freed and is obviously here.
With what you know, that would not be a far-fetched idea.
So, she's not really a suspect, is she?
So this commendation, depending on when it was written, isn't like a
Recently.
red flag. Yeah.
It was recently because it was because of his capture.
Wait, didn't Corwell die?
Oh yeah,
Corwell
wait,
is
no,
still
Corwell did not die.
Corwell's still alive. Okay.
He
Still alive, unlike
He's
some
on
other
my
characters.
Like
on my
the younger
shit list.
brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Unlike the
cool.
younger
The
brother.
Brother from another mother.
He's on my shit list for sure.
All right. I still think the scary person is messed up anyways. Regardless, like
Oh, he's messed up. I don't know if he's competent at being a spy.
we might need to talk to Mungo Scary in person to confirm, because they're still my prime suspect. That journal
Why don't you
drawing
go
people with crosses through their eyes is a little weird. And most recently, there's some kids with crosses through their eyes. Makes me think that maybe the scary person is killing these people,
or he's keeping track of who's getting killed.
or keeping track of who. But the thing is, people are being drawn first. Those drawings are older, and then the X's are new, which means that there's particular people that they're tracking, and then the X's are new. Makes me think that like either they knew they were gonna die, or he has a hit list.
Or they die, or he drew them because he likes to draw. I mean, there's other drawings in there too.
They just haven't been killed yet.
No, I mean, there's other drawings of things that are not gonna, I think he said flora and fauna. So I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons that could be what he's doing. I mean, he could be like me in a way.
I don't think it would hurt to put a tail on a couple of our prime suspects.
Go talk to him. You're the one that's good at it.
Well, no, I'm just saying it may be worth putting a tail on our prime suspects. Next time they're leaving town, maybe Mr. Knight or some minions can follow these people to make sure that they're not meeting with someone from Farzine. And if they are, take them all out.
I feel like we're running out of time.
Well, so I'm assuming Mr. Knight will gather up with the discussion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
All abstract, like I said.
Mr. Knight might have an ability to do something depending on powers.
Oh, I just gotta hope that you guys didn't pick 4th level spells that would help you out.
I didn't. Well, I don't really get spells anymore, so.
I got spells. I get all the spells. I just need to look up the spell and see what class it is. Not that it matters too much.
Yeah, I'll say over the course of the day, the book group has become more confident with your appearance, Riley. And while they've kind of been, kind of dog-earing, just kind of giving you odd looks and everything, they seem to sense something is off, but they're still friendly.
Any chance?
Every once in a while they'll just come over, place a hand on your shoulder while you're not looking. From it we come.
Whoa, that seems creepy.
Walk away.
When you mentioned 4th level spell, are you talking about divination? Because
no, I was looking at scrying, but that's a 5th level spell.
Any chance to search Lothar's at all? Does he ever leave?
Oh.
Or are we done with suspects? And
you guys are welcome to the command tent at all times.
Yeah, but
you are the heroes. Whether you can.
I need a chance to look.
Yeah, I know. That is the question. Who's the distraction?
Riley, I would say it's a distraction. He's the one with the charisma.
I'm the distraction.
Yeah, you can talk to. You know what?
Okay, you're both. You're both distractions. Mr. Knight will just wander in there, rubbing up against everything. He has massive perception.
All right, fine. We can talk. We can both talk to him then.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I keep
So you
looking
find
at-
anything out about any of the traders?
We're working on it. We don't have
Or
enough
was-
to figure out who it is. Do you have any idea? I mean, you're the one who, I believe Lothar was the one who put us up to looking at the tour guard.
I'm also gonna tell Lothar about the Mungo Scary Journal and be like, what do you make of this?
Wait, did
Did you
take it?
take his journal?
No, I didn't. I'm just gonna give him a description of it.
Actually, I'm gonna describe that calendar that
Oh
Tula
yeah,
had.
confirm it's a guard shift
Mhm.
calendar.
It
like we
doesn't look
expect.
like it does not look like Tua's. And I mean,
You would assume because maybe Tua has a different schedule than Tula.
do I think that was just a schedule though? Or
I'm going to
I think it's a
say
schedule.
that is a possibility, yes. It does look schedule-like. I got to walk this line of not giving you too much information, but still give you enough information.
There.
I mean, there could be more than one trader, that's for sure, and they could be working together, and those
I
are
wrote it
schedules
that
to
way
meet with informants.
specifically so I could get advantage, Kyle.
Okay.
Oh wow! Wow!
What are you
did
sniffing for
do?
things?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because yeah.
Oh wait, we're distracting him. We give you an advantage anyways.
You
Well,
just
I-
give me time.
You know what? Give me charisma from
Oh,
the
that's gonna be
distractors.
great for me.
Okay.
No.
18.
It's one of them gives advantage to one of the individuals. From
That's-
this.
No. I
Fine,
asked for what I asked
fine.
for a reason.
Fine, 15, motherfucker.
Because
I actually
15.
rolled decent.
Because if Anja isn't the best at distracting him, what he could get suspicious of one of us.
Yeah.
I
Anja just distracts him by talking about the axe, and he loves talking about the axe.
That is
Yes,
exactly what I was
that's
going
true.
to say.
I start hitting him up about the axe. I'm like,
but
so
but I
when
do
did
legit.
you two meet?
Okay.
I'm gonna treat it like it's his girlfriend or something, you know.
If he looks at another weapon, the axe just floats up behind him.
I look at the axe. And kind of surreptitiously wave at it.
No one watched Thor
But,
Love and
but
Thunder.
before we move on, I do want his opinion on Mungo Scary's journal after I describe it.
That's true. Yeah.
Mungo's a good kid. Once he found out that his parents died, I've been trying to keep him busy. He's just kind of lost about a little bit there. I don't think he'd be a traitor of any sort. I think he's just losing his way a little bit. Honestly, if Zachariah gave you this information, are you even sure that one of them would be a traitor? Not one of them would be a traitor, that there is a traitor.
I mean, did Zachariah know where the refugees were at?
No.
Okay.
No, he tried to find that out, and I wouldn't tell him.
So how would he know there was a traitor? Okay. Yeah, cool.
But he's got cats working for him, man. If they saw something, they might have been able to tell him there's a traitor without really knowing a description.
He's
Okay.
always been
I
an
know who it
uneasy
is.
character, though. That's why none of the Toa Guard actually sat in his bar.
Yeah,
We always drank at the Laughing Hammer.
What do you
Not
know
Cabin's
about him?
Respite.
What more do you know about him?
He came into town a couple years after I did. And he's petting this axe every once in a while. And that awkward, because it's a 15, his hand brushes up against your hand as you unconsciously touch the axe as well.
Oh,
It's like, just
God. Wait, is he touching me? Wait, can I pull away before he touches me?
I'll say you can notice it before time, and it just happens. Otherwise, that would be terrible and more of a problem than I was intending.
I mean, it has been a while since I've actually failed any of those or had. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
this
I
has
could
actually been a
start
couple
coming-
days.
Oh, it's been more than
It's
that.
been longer than a couple days.
Been
I
a
think we're
while
probably
since.
about time to reduce those a little bit there.
Can I give
Oh, it's
cat
in
therapy?
my book. It's in my book.
Can I give cat therapy?
Yeah. Do I get to
Let's
pay you?
finish Lothar and searching that.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Mr. Knight, yes, there is a smell of ghoul. There is a smell of fish. Where Lothar has been sleeping, but it is a faint smell. You
I'm
are
literally gonna go
probably
under the bed.
aware his axe.
I'm gonna go under the bed though.
Oh, sorry. His axe is the thing that smells like ghoul, that smells
Isn't he
like
carrying
fish.
his axe?
He's probably killing
He
them.
sleeps with it too.
Oh God.
That is the magical thing that smells like ghoul, that smells like fish, that smells like a lot of magic. With your 24 and 25 perception
25.
check.
I'd also like to go look in the fireplace or the brazier or whatever they have there,
Mm-hmm.
and see if I is it going or not going?
It is coals, low fire, because they're kind of in the cave system
I'm
there, and they
gonna
don't want
smack it
smoke
around
going
and
up.
see if I see any remnants of like paper or anything.
You don't. I'll say with a 15 and an 18, you guys can keep Lothar distracted well enough. You can go through the papers. You see the scheduling as far as training militiamen, who's doing what. There's some observations made with the book study group, especially after the last guy carved someone's brain out.
Lovely.
You can, you see schedules on there, and you can even find. No, I think I'm going to have you roll for that.
By the way,
Yeah.
because cat
Mm-hmm.
and because I could do this,
Okay.
because spellcaster, because I would have prepped.
What?
Comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages. Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure I can
No,
read
you're
and write
good.
everything,
That's
or read everything.
good on you. Yeah, you can read everything. You see schedules. You see quartermaster um, documents. How much food is being rationed out. You see the number of kids, animals, women. What the fighting force potentially looks like. Um, you see new missives from Lieutenant Momoa about the walls of Farzine, likely places to scale it. You may not have seen it, or anyone else have seen it, but it does look like that portion of the wall that was being built is finished. So the only open way through at this point would be through the docks, unless you were able to blow up part of the wall with the gunpowder or scale the wall. And there's markings about where good places are for it.
I'd also like to see if I find any journals or personal writings.
You do not. Not from Lothar. Everything here just seems geared towards retaking the city. There's a place to sleep, a little place for food. Both of them worn in quite a bit. The maps are worn in as well.
Okay.
One more perception check, not with advantage because you're not using your
Guidance
smell. You can take guidance, yeah. And if you want to pump it up with anything else, feel free to.
That's a 22.
22.
Actually, can I give myself? You know what? I can give. Can I give myself a bardic inspiration? I can't remember. Other than you. No, I can't do it to myself.
I say I don't think so. I think it has to be an ally.
Mm-hmm.
I will say you find I'll say you find underneath the little stove, the little brazier to add heat in the room, kind of hidden in the back, covered in soot, there is a piece of parchment. And if you kind of move it out there, you can see a haphazard sketch of Farzine, and comparing it to the map, it looks like it's a sketch of one of the portions of wall where the attack would possibly be happening. Placements of the ballista and the catapults.
Does it look like it was just fell down, or did it look like he discarded it? Like, was it crumpled up, or did it just look like it fell down off the table?
Looks like it fell down.
All right, I'll just kind of move it and leave it in a place where he'll spot it later.
Okay.
But not like not like too far away from where it fell.
Okay.
After that, if there's nothing else, Mr. Knight will leave.
I want to ask him something.
Lothar.
Yep.
Okay.
What happened to you when you were missing?
What?
You were missing for a while.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh, that bastard Upton and the Corwell had me locked up, thrown in with the priests of light.
How come they didn't execute you? Like, how did you get away? That could be useful knowledge.
Well, some of the priests of light were able to conjure food, and I was able to keep up my strength. And the guards were they're nothing like the Toa guards. Your Rukatun guards. They were sleepy on their feet. And I managed to grab one by the throat, crush his windpipe, get the keys off of him. After that, it was a matter of sneaking out through the city. We were almost caught, I tell you, but I'll be damned if there weren't some cat making a racket that distracted the guards from finding us. And we were able to get the priests and priestesses out, although we did lose a couple in the woods.
Wait, did you bring them here?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember if I noticed new people.
This happened while you were at the beachhead. When you guys got back, Lothar had arrived while you were gone with a contingent of the priests of light. And they were actually fighting off some sort of odd creature from the jungle.
I am grateful, very much so, that they didn't decide just to end your life immediately. You are the leader of the opposition.
Can I roll an insight check to see if that's it sounds truthful, what he said about escaping?
You can do that, yeah.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna roll it too.
23.
Nope. I believe it.
Lothar is nothing if not a stand-up person. He will tell
Yeah.
you what he thinks of you. And in fact, in the past, he has expressed his obvious distrust of you because of your scaly skin. And to your face, which most people won't do. I don't think you'd have a reason to believe that he wouldn't be telling you the truth at this point.
Cool.
It's not in his
It's
nature.
not him.
I still think it's Mungo scary.
I think
Oh,
I have it down to him, and I mean, I think it's possible,
mhm.
but whether or not he's capable.
Yeah.
I like
Watch
the
it.
idea
It's
of putting it to
the boy who owns Balta or Liver,
liver.
who's
Yeah,
missing
Silver's
right now. He's the traitor.
Well, the boy's not missing. He's
Well, he wasn't around at the time when Mr. Knight talked to Liver.
Oh no, he was there. He was just fawning over them. But Liver and Mr. Knight just ignoring the kid. Kill me. Stop petting me, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you let me die?
You just hear a dog moaning in the background while we're talking to Lothar.
Yeah. Time passes.
I hate this much time passing. I feel like
Don't think of
So,
it as a lot of
before
time.
time passes, I will indicate to them that there is no evidence that it's Lothar.
that's fair.
I think it is
just
safe
wanted
to
to be
rule him
sure.
out as a candidate for being a traitor.
Is there anybody else?
In fact, I would lean towards he's probably the most active individual looking to save everyone given the notes that he has. If he is a traitor, he's exceptionally good at hiding it. As for anyone else, if you want, one of the better tactics may be to literally advise Lothar to keep those you suspect from going out on whatever excuse necessary, and then observe them to see if they sweat it out, if they get nervous or disobey. Now, a question to the GM. I know
Yeah.
time's passing.
Yes.
But we also have a time limit.
That we do.
How close are we getting to that time limit?
Are we gonna be ready for this?
No, I think I'm going to say two more things. Time limit.
Yeah,
do you mean the
bigger
real world time limit or the
No. I'm talking in-game time limits.
in-game time limit?
Because we only had like so many time limits before reinforcements arrive, before they tear down the statue, things like that.
Things are. You're probably a couple weeks out.
Okay.
Between the blacksmith tools, the militia is getting well armored, and quickly. She is good at her job. Obed having his tools and his sweet potatoes, is fixing up the Kraken cleaver quite rapidly. I'll have to double check the name there. And with the weather being what it is, and the volcanic activity, getting back into the city sooner rather than later. So it looks like a couple more weeks, as much training as can be fit in. Yeah.
I feel like we were already like 2 weeks out, but I don't remember.
It was 2 weeks out from other events. You have missed the meeting of the Deep Ones.
Oh shit.
And
yeah, I kind of figured we started missing some of those.
Yeah. Reinforcements are still days out. Or not days, but well, yeah, days. You don't really know when that's happening. We're losing Riley again. Okay. Here's what I'll say. In the abstract of time, Anja, you have vivid dreams in your sleep.
Do I awake? Do I end up in the other realm?
Well, you calm down a little bit.
What was
Let him
that?
finish, Carol. Let him finish.
Okay.
You are in the cult
Oh, God.
of. Oh, gotta double check myself. You are in the cult of the Deep Rising, where you were raised in that section of your life by the cult. Only as you traverse the halls, they are empty. And eventually you get to Mother's door, and you hear sounds of scuttering and skittering. You look behind you. Ghouls are digging up through the floor. These long, spindly armed creatures are crawling along the wall. This horde of monsters proceeds to come after you.
I draw a weapon. Which one is it?
You have no weapons.
What?
You bar the door.
So disappointed.
I know, so
I
disappointed.
want the friggin' axe.
You bar the door and you hear the creatures slamming into it. You hear the ghouls digging up from the ground beneath you. You look for a weapon, any weapon, and there is nothing there. And the ghouls' claws are crawling up further and further, climbing out of the floor. And your hand reaches back, a broomstick. It's the best thing you have. And you swing it forward. And this membranous axe blade swings into existence, emitting this powerful light and this symbiotic union. It sings with your soul as it stands between you and the monsters in the dark, cleaving through all of them. One after another, single swipes just demolish these creatures until eventually all of them are dead. And you are standing with this axe. Blood seems to slide off of it. The hunger in its eye blazing.
It has an eye?
And you can't help but, oh yeah, well, let me show you guys a picture of this. I will post it onto Twitter after tonight.
Tag me? So I know you got
that
there.
would probably be, I'll tag CRED and everything like that. And you kind of feel yourself swinging it a little bit. It's just, you're in a dream, but this axe is the realest thing you've ever felt. And you feel yourself being shaken awake, something grabbing you. And you awaken to see Lothar above you.
Oh, fuck.
You have Side Splitter in your hands.
What the fuck?
And he is grabbing onto it as well, keeping you from trying to bury it into him.
Am I standing? I'm not in bed, am I?
You're on the floor in the cavern.
I'm laying down
Mm-hmm.
with an axe in my hand.
With an axe
I'm
in
not,
your hand.
but I'm not in my bed, am I?
You are
am
not
I
in your bed.
Am I in his office?
You're
not. In the cavern.
You're in the cavern.
Oh, okay, yeah, his the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you came. Well, that's weird. Fuck.
Anja.
What?
I think Zachariah is right. I think there has to be a traitor. I found this. And he shows you this piece of paper covered in coal dust.
Nothing about
Someone
the fact
drew the battle plans. I found this underneath the brazier.
I put the axe down, anyways.
Oh yeah, no, he. There's a little bit of a tug of war going on unintentionally between the two of you.
Right, I'm not.
But
I'm
when
not
you want to
trying.
let go, you let go.
Yeah, I'm actually sort of horrified.
And then an alarm goes out. All three of you awaken. A body has been discovered. And when you all approach Lothar as well, it is identified as Tula Luray.
Tula's dead.
Tula's dead.
All right, there's one
And with
suspect
that,
down.
we will end the game tonight.
All right.
There you go, guys. Hey, yeah.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say it was liver.
No, in reality, Liver is the traitor, actually.
Liver's like,
the traitor, by the way. I
Liver's
figured that out a while ago.
But Liver's not
You figured it out,
motivated.
didn't
No,
you?
he is motivated.
He
He
is
wants to
motivated.
die.
He wants to die.
And no one's killing him here.
Watch
he
it.
has actually a legit motive.
Lothar said nothing
Liver's
about...
gonna outlive everyone. Liver's gonna outlive
End
everyone.
of game.
That's
Everybody
his curse.
dies, and just Liver's the last thing standing.
You know what? We storm
Come
Tarzine, try to kill
on.
these ghouls. Liver is just walking through the battle zone. Every single shot and explosion misses
No.
him.
It's literally gonna be like Cthulhu Rises. Literally, the whole world dies. We're just like, no. You're gonna be my pet dog. You're gonna live forever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call
in
you
pain.
Fluffy. It's
You're
like,
in a-
come on.
Please kill me.
There's a shirt.
Just turns around and walks away, leaving Liver on the island. All
And
by
Liver
himself.
lives forever.
No, Mr. Knight, there's a shirt. Cthulhu with the dog, and the dog's just thinking, kill me, and Cthulhu going, you're gonna live forever.
Like, oh, you're such a cute puppy.
No.
That is the, oh my god, that is the best NPC of the entire campaign. In fact, it's the best NPC that's we've ever
that's
had.
why I said
I'm
we
murdering.
could have shirts of him, of Liver.
Maybe.
That's right, guys. DM tip number 1: just make a dog that wants to kill its. Want to make a memorable NPC?
Oh my god.
Something cute, cuddly that just wants to die but can't. As much as it tries.
It's so awful.
All right, guys, that has been CRED tonight. We'll see you in a couple weeks from now. I don't think anything else is going on. Remember, we've got Murder Hobo Con Cube coming up February 11th. Sign up for some events there or to create something of your own. Follow us, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the love button.
The love
CRED.
button.
Let people know on YouTube how much you love CRED and Liver. In fact, just hit every single like button on every CRED video to show how much you like Liver. Like all of them, if you want Liver to come back every episode. I'll do that. And subscribe for more Liver news. I'm going to make a Twitter profile called Liver. Follow him on Twitter. It'll be great.
Let me know. Let me know if you seriously do this.
We'll see. Guys, check out the awesome merchandise on Threadless. Again, you can also find oh my god. Is it Threadless or is it Threadbare? I meant
Threadless.
It is
Threadless.
All right.
Oh my god.
Fine. Get the cool merchandise, Murder Hobo Inc. Let's get the CRED stuff. It's awesome. Thank you, our sponsors, Pirate Dog Dice, Oddfish Games with their Adventure Sense, How to RPG with your Cat the Shine project, on all the cool, awesome how to. No, I can't remember what the cooking one is. The good one. That's the one that I own. I make a nice ceviche from that one. Other than that, the game on Saturday, Sunday, Margu, and it's not Calamity, is it? It's Calamity.
Yes, Calamity is on the same week we are.
Why do we always do the sea names with these campaigns? It
I
doesn't make it
don't know.
easier.
Margoo is not a sea name, but you're right. Everything else.
It
Well,
depends on how
no,
you spell
no,
it.
no. We don't have all sea names anymore because you get pillars of jocularity.
Yeah, that has a strong C in there.
It does
All
have a
right,
strong C
everybody,
in
look
there.
at the camera, wave, say goodnight.
Good
Bye.
night. Love you all.
Oh,
Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.